Hey guys, Alea here. I want to talk to you today about a common problem that we sometimes face when it comes to managing our money. I face this issue, and my guess is you have too. That problem is working together with your spouse. Think back over the last week or even the last month. Have you had an argument with your husband or wife about money? Statistics say that you probably have. Now, a disconnect regarding money can wreak havoc on your relationship, so it is beyond crucial that married couples get on the same page financially. So today, I want to share some tips that you can begin to use right away to work better with your spouse. If you're not married, but you think you might be one day, don't tune out, listen up too. You'll be way ahead of the game if you go into your marriage keeping these tips in mind. First, let's talk about how not working together with your spouse can be damaging to your finances and to your marriage. Number one, the pressure is too great for one person. Whether it's just the two of you or if you have children, being solely responsible for the finances of a family comes with a lot of pressure, too much in fact. The decision-making and the planning cannot fall on the shoulders of just one spouse. The two of you don't maintain separate households or raise your children separately, at least not intentionally, so your finances should be no different. Number two, you'll go nowhere. Working on your finances alone or separately when you're married is like driving a car with both of you tugging at the steering wheel. You'll go nowhere, or worse, you'll crash. As long as the two of you are driving your finances in different directions, you will not see the progress that you want to see or could see if you were working together. Number three, communication breaks down in other areas. Since money touches every other area of our lives, when the lines of communication are closed here, we feel it elsewhere. If you and your spouse just had an argument about money, you will bring it to the next thing you do, whether it's starting your day at work, spending time with your kids, or simply deciding what's for dinner. So, to recap how not working together with our spouses hurts our finances, first, the pressure is too great for one person. Secondly, you'll go nowhere. And thirdly, communication breaks down in other areas. Now, those are just a few of the pitfalls that we encounter when we don't work together as married couples. So how do we get on the same financial page with our partners? Here are a few steps that you can take. Number one, dream together. As a couple, I encourage you to spend a little time dreaming. Ask yourselves, what are some things that you hope to do regarding your money? Do you want to travel in the future? Do you wish to become outrageous givers, change careers, or buy a home? Spending a little time dreaming with your spouse will provide the inspiration and motivation needed to start working together. Those dreams become your why, and keeping your why at the forefront puts reason to what you're doing. If you're cutting back on spending, you can focus on the dreams and goals that you'll achieve by doing so, rather than on what you're sacrificing. Number two, watch your words. This may seem simple, but give some thought to the language that you use. If your spouse has ever come at you with a sentence that begins with "you always" or "you never," what happens? You immediately shut down and you barely hear the words that come after the always or the never. So be careful of using those phrases. The same goes with using I and you and mine and yours. If you're constantly saying those, then that's no incentive for your spouse to come around to working on the finances. Send the message that you're a team and that you're in this together by using ours and we. Number three, inject some fun into managing your money. Did you know that working on your finances with your spouse can actually be fun? It can be if you make it that way. If you're doing the budget, put on some music, light a candle, work outside on your deck, have your favorite snacks handy, grab a drink, whatever appeals to both you and your spouse. Do the budget naked if that's what it takes. If the process of working on your finances is fun and appealing, you and your spouse will stop associating it as drudgery. So to recap those tips briefly, first, start dreaming together with your husband or your wife. Secondly, watch your words. And thirdly, inject some fun into how you manage your money. So if you struggle with not being on the same page financially with your spouse, please know that doesn't have to be the case forever. Take these tips and decide to work on just one starting today. Most importantly, be patient with your partner and don't give up. Extending patience and understanding provides much more of an incentive than fault-finding and complaining. You and your spouse will be more likely to work together if the tone regarding your finances is a calm and positive one. The good news is since money does affect every area of your lives, when you and your spouse get on the same page financially, you will feel the benefits elsewhere. Open communication is contagious and it will spread to other parts of your marriage. Thanks so much for watching. I'd love to hear from you. Please leave a comment letting me know which one of these tips has resonated with you the most and which one you'll begin to work on starting today.